Hello everyone, so today's makeup look is a dramatic smoked purple look. I'm using some affordable purple eyeshadows to create that beautiful sort of foiled pop on the lid and some smoky tones from the Kat Von D palette. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial as much as I do, and let's get started. So I've already started by applying my Urban Decay primer potion all over the lid to prevent creasing, and then I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D palette and mix this light banana shade and this sort of light pinky ivory color all over the lid, just to put down a base before applying any of my other shadows. I feel like it does help with blending. Then I'm going to take that sort of cool tone, taupey grayish color with a fluffy crease brush, and I'm going to start defining the crease just a little bit. As you can see, it's not going to be super intense yet, but it's going to start putting down a little bit of product so that when we go in with the darker shadows, they will blend out easier. Then I'm going to add a little tiny bit of warmth with that peach color from the Kat Von D palette, and it's matte, by the way. All of these are matte. And then I'm going to go in with the banana shade to highlight. Now I'm going in with a very dense brush that's going to pick up a lot of product, because the shadow that we're going to be using is this beautiful, very metallic, light sort of lavender shade. And this eyeshadow is from the Makeup Revolution Eyes Like Angels palette. It's so awesome. I mean, guys, look at the pigment, and I only paid like $11 and change, less than $12 for this entire eyeshadow palette, and it's freaking phenomenal. It's definitely very much like the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows, and that's with no primer and just applying it dry. I'm not dampening the brush or anything like that. As you can see, it's so intense. Then I'm going to go in with the jewel tone purple that's in this palette. Any sort of brighter purple. If you have Caitlin Rose by Makeup Geek, that would be a good substitution for this color. And I'm basically going to apply that to the outer half of my lid, and I'm also going to sort of blend it into that lighter lavender so that they kind of sort of blend and mesh better together, as you can see right there in the center of the lid. Going back and forth, flipping the brush over so that I can apply product, and then flipping it over and blending. Then I'm going in with a deeper sort of blue tone purple to add some more purple to the outer V of the eye. As you can see, I'm keeping this color very close to the lower part of the lid. I don't want to bring this up too high into the crease because it is so metallic. I don't think that these types of finishes are ideal for crease colors, but I'm going to start blending again by applying the product with one side of the brush, flipping it over, and then sort of blending so that you have light, medium, and dark. So that sort of gradient effect, and you can do that with absolutely any color. I just chose purple for this look, so that's what you should have. Then I'm going to start perfecting the shape. So I'm going to take a piece of tape and put it in the back of my hand a couple times so that it doesn't like pull off my skin. And I'm going to basically line the tape from the lower part of the lash line as if I'm connecting it up to the tail end of my brow, just to get a really sharp sort of pointed V on the outer part of the eye with the shadows. Totally optional. You don't have to do this step, but I did because, again, it's more dramatic. And then I'm going in with a fluffy sort of crease brush that's a little bit similar to a pencil brush, but a little bit wider and fluffier. And I'm going to start defining the outer part of the eye with that dark, cooler gray color from the Kat Von D palette. You can use a brown for this step. You can use a warm color, anything you really wanted, but I really wanted to keep it sort of cooler. And I'm going to apply the most of it closest to that tape and using that as a guide to create that shape. And then I'm going to start blending this all the way into the eye. And you don't have to come in all the way, and when I mean all the way into the eye, it's coming closer to the sides of my nose, as you can see there. And then I'm just going to keep applying that and blending. I'm going in with the banana and that peach color again above that darker gray color, just to kind of add some warmth and sort of start creating a gradient effect. And see, when you take off the tape, voila! You have a perfect crisp line that you can use as a guide for eyeliner. And now before moving on, I'm going to clean under my eyes with my Clinique eye cream. That's the trick. Instead of using makeup remover because it leaves a sort of greasy residue, I use eye cream. And then more blending. This look took me forever to do, and I feel like even as much as I blended, literally, y'all, my hands were going to fall off. And I feel like I really needed to blend some more, but I did the best that I could, and as you can see, it takes a lot of work because you have to really blend it. It's not a look that you can do with just a few minutes. It definitely takes a lot of time, so take your time and don't rush. And then I'm applying some concealer before finishing the look. I will have it listed down below, and I'm going to blend that into the skin with my Micro Beauty blender that's been dampened with some water. I'm going to set the under eye area with the Bare Minerals Well Rested. This is an awesome powder for setting under the eye. It adds some brightness and it adds a little bit of extra coverage, which is perfect when you're doing really dark looks. You want to make sure that your under eye area is very well concealed. Then I'm moving on to the waterline. I'm taking the Modster eyeliner in black and tight lining with that. Just on the upper lash line. You can go in the waterline in the lower lash line if you wanted to. Then going in with that same lavender shade on a pencil brush, I'm going to start packing this on into the inner corner, basically connecting it from the inner lid down to the inner tear duct area. And you can use a small detail brush if you don't have a pencil brush. Then with that same, actually no, a different pencil brush, a clean one, I'm going in with the taupey kind of gray color and then going in with the darker gray and smudging it and smoking out that lower lash line and kind of connecting it up and using that sort of edge that we did with the tape as my guide. And I'm going to just sort of start blending this out. I'm going to add some more peach to the lower lash line just to kind of create some warmth and basically create the same layers that we did on the upper crease. Do that on the lower lid area. You don't have to do this if you don't really like dark colors. It's definitely going to be a little bit different if you don't have it. Next, I'm going in with some gel liner. This is the one from Bobbi Brown. And I'm going to use, again, that shape as my guide for the wing. I'm doing it fairly thick this time because I am going to be wearing some false eyelashes. But you don't have to. You can use a liquid liner. You can do a pencil and then smudge that pencil liner with some black eyeshadow, whatever you want. I just chose to go dramatic, right? Go big or go home. So I'm using this gel liner for that. And as you can see, that is my wing. Love it. Then I'm going to use this Milani Shadow Eyes and Almond Cream as my inner lower rim brightener because I wanted to keep the eyes as open as possible. You could use black if you wanted to. And then all you have to do is put on some mascara. And this is what the look looks like with just mascara. And I applied some accent lashes on the outer corner, which will be listed down below. But that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe and I'll see you in my next video.